Now, thing I wanted to show you, bridge down here that hopefully you can see, it's all lit up, is part of why we don't have a ship out here anymore. And National Stadium's just at the end of that bridge, and the Riverwalk's right out there. You can walk around the Riverwalk. But it's one of the cool things working on a place like this. I want you guys to have a great day. Please enjoy. Man, I'm actually leaving my house about 10 minutes later than normal, because it's been so nice lately I couldn't find my chaps. But it's a nice cool day today, so I decided I'm putting my chaps back on. Just to make sure that I don't freeze on my way to work. Now, because it is dark, I have no idea how well these are going to light up and show. So we'll look at it and see if it's worth anything. God knows it might not be. I'm always on the lookout for crazy squirrels. We got a lot of squirrels in this area, and if I don't have to, I'm not going to run them over. And if I can avoid it, I try not to run over anything that is alive. Okay, look both ways. Make sure that, time is good so I can actually turn there. Because basically during school hours you can't. Get a lot of little kids, little junior high over there. Or middle school, whatever the heck they call it today. Now, the whole reason I'm filming this morning, I've done these before, but just to give you guys a different perspective. Now, I've given you guys a low perspective where you're able to see it from the front tire. That because you're basically seeing the tire and the road in front of it and some tail lights. That looks kind of cool. I do like this one too, because this perspective I think is pretty neat. Even though I think this light, yep, it's red. I really don't like coming up to red lights. I like it when they turn green when I get to them. So is it? Nope, that one. So we got a little bit to sit here. That's kind of funny. By now you guys have seen the video of when the guy dropped his bike on mine. Yes, a million things could have been different. I think one of the biggest things is he was toe touching. The passenger on the back was in the wrong position. I don't think they were really paying attention to what the driver of the bike was doing. And that can be a pretty bad thing. Oh, my mirrors look terrible. I'm going to have to clean those up real good when I get home. I can wipe them off, but I don't have anything to really clean them off right now. So, always pay attention when you're riding, not just to yourself, but the people around you, and especially if you got a passenger. Make sure that you've taught your passenger how to be a good passenger, how to assist you. Basically, they're supposed to go with you. If you're going one way, they're supposed to be right on your back, following your position. First thing I told my wife when I took her, because until I took her on a ride. I had never done a 2-up. I'd ridden for years and I never wanted to have 2-up, and I never had a bike that was comfortable for 2-up. Most of the bikes I had were one-person bikes. Yeah, you can put a little plastic pylon thing, but I just was never into that. I like a lot of solo type stuff. I still do, though I love riding with my wife.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Biggest thing anymore is spending time with my wife. But she knows, hey, this is what's expected on the bike, this is how we do this. This is what's going to keep us both safe, make it so that the ride is good. Doesn't matter if it's early morning like this, late afternoon, or any time. Both people need to know what they're doing. Little kids are pretty easy. They weigh nothing in the scheme of things. I don't mind my wife moving around on the bike. I've had people who don't like that. But you need to know that if your passenger is doing something totally opposite of yours, they could be causing a problem. And it might not just be affecting you and your bike. I have to say I was glad that I was there, because if not, he'd have gone all the way down, and his passenger, because of the angle she was at, she'd have smacked her head solid. Yeah, she had a helmet, but that would not have been good. I always find it funny when I ride at night. I've tried filming some of these. Some look really good, some not so much. But I've had people go, don't you worry about it. And I go, worry about what? It's a ride. It doesn't matter if you're day or night. You shouldn't be riding outside of your headlights. AKA, your headlights show X amount in front of you. You ride within what you can see. Now, they got a lot of these lights fixed. This had been super dark. But now with these lights on, you can see a lot better. Everything is on every rider. The nice thing is we all have insurance, we're all adults. This passenger, I think, was this kid. So they weren't, but they weren't, you know, the one in control of the bike, technically. So me and my wife were talking, and we're going to try and shoot a little video on proper passenger conduct on a bike. Now, I'm on a trike, so it's very different. On a trike, she's not affecting my left or right. This does not lean or counter steer, but the bike itself is leaning. It doesn't matter if you call it counter steer or not, that's what the driver is doing. But the bike itself leans. Because when you're going through a corner, unlike this or a car, I turn right, I go right, I turn left, I go left. On a bike, I push right and tilt the bike. You're not turning the handles. You're just changing the center of gravity enough to turn the bike. Because the bike is going to just go like that, and it's going to turn. And yes, I'm on 3 wheels more than 2, but I do ride 2 wheels on a regular basis. So it's something we got to watch out for. And my morning ride is kind of uneventful usually. Most of my rides are. I try to keep them safe. And while at work, I'll try and charge both cameras. On my way back, I'm going to be stopping at Old Glory. Do my mileage check to start the year. That's funny, the 6th, they were closed on the 1st. I haven't had a chance. Mainly because, I'm sorry, I got things I got to do with my life. I can't always stop at the dealership. If they were open when I was going by, it'd be great, but a lot of times I go by, they ain't open yet. And I lay down miles. And it's funny, I haven't actually put down as many miles as I thought I had. So it'll be about 400 miles. Now for the lifetime, that's great. For the year, and because as I said, I'm a rider. I take the bike out. I'm right around 20,000 miles every year. Sometimes over, sometimes under. But a lot of it depends on what we do as riders.